Hey, everybody. Good afternoon. Welcome in. Welcome in. I'm glad you could make it. Thanks for everybody that is coming over from the premiere. I just premiered a video about Nassau, Bahamas. It was a short little video. I don't know, about 10, 12 minutes long. Uh, didn't do a whole lot. Just wanted to walk around and see a couple of things, seeing about how little money I could spend in Nassau. So thanks for coming over. I appreciate it. Keisha says, BRB, driving. Yay, Keisha. So you guys can look at the title and see what we're going to be talking about today. And that is going to be doing live streams. And it's not going to be me telling you what to do in your live streams. Everybody's going to do their own thing as far as live streaming. And you have to be comfortable with what you're doing. What I'm going to suggest is some of the things that can help it run smoother, no matter what kind of live stream it is. But it could hopefully help you have a smoother live stream where you don't look flustered. And we're going to get into it as far as with live streams. You know something's going to go wrong. Vicky, Foodie Vacations, she was had a problem with possible Wi-Fi and things like that. I mean, you never know with weather. I mean, at one time around here, it seemed like every other week my power was going out. So what am I going to do? I mean, I have to think of something. Do I go out and find someplace with free Wi-Fi or something like that? I'm going to tell you what I did in a couple of seconds. Let me run down this chat real quick. Oh, hold on. I always have to start Instagram once the music stops. I can start Instagram. Yes, Jennifer, Bill is live right now. There we go. I am live. Okay. Let me go down the chat real quick. Life with Tanisha RN. Welcome in. Hey, welcome in. Appreciate you being here. Foodies Vacations. And I saw did I speak? I probably spoke, but I was listening to you as far as like having the live problems or the Wi-Fi problems. And I'm going to be talking about that in a little bit. You'll be surprised, Vicky, how many people, they get really frustrated when things don't go right. And I can almost guarantee you, if you're doing a live stream, something's going to go wrong eventually. You may have a good live stream this time, but next time things are going to go wrong. Your computer screen is going to go out. This is going to go down. That's going to go down. I mean, it's always going to be something. The question is, what do you do about it? And how do you handle it? Some people I know, they get frustrated and it like throws them off entirely. The live is almost done at that point because they're frustrated because it didn't go right. I mean, so you can't really be like that. Hey, it happens to the best of us. Let's see. Keisha's in the house. Strong Crew member. Appreciate you being in here. Uncle Dave, another Strong Crew member. Thank you, Uncle Dave, for being in here. Let's see. Foodie saying hi. Travel with Josianne. Welcome in, Josianne. Appreciate you stopping by. Embarkation Nation is in the house. Thank you, guys. I'm assuming this is Jennifer, but thank you for stopping in. Thank you for being a Strong Crew member. Scott is in the house. Welcome in, Scott. And a lot of this, I think, this is some of the things I'm gonna be talking about is what Scott and I go through. And it's not going to be trying to plan your live. I'm not going to tell you what kind of live to do. I have my opinion of what kind of lives people should do, but this isn't about like what you should be doing on your live. This is going to be more as far as people that want to go live, have never gone live, or you're only gone live once or twice and you're not sure what you should be doing. And I'm going to tell you basically how I did it. Right, wrong. I'm no expert, but I've had a few people reach out to me. That sounds familiar. A lot of people are asking me, anywho, people reached out to me and, wanted to know about the lives and how to do them and what I use to go live, which I use what I started with. So I haven't really branched out. I've used a couple of streaming services, but I kind of just stick to what I know to make it easier on myself. Scott is saying hi. Embarkation Nation. I had to let the others know. Yeah, I called you out, Jennifer. LF McKinley, welcome in. Appreciate you being in here. Scott! Marjorie, welcome in, Marjorie. And good evening to you. Red Afro, thank you for stopping by. Everybody saying hi. Controversial cruising. No Thursday tonight, Bill. Okay. Scott, I was looking for something. I'm like, I thought I saw something, but I said maybe he had to change it or something. Anyway, so no Thursday tonight. So I'm not quite sure who we're going to raid afterwards. That just means I can stay on longer, right, people? And okay, down to the bottom. Oh, and by the way, for the people that were in Scott and mine live yesterday, the Cruise Talk Live, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the intervention. However, You Are Comped, which is a site that gives away cruises for gamblers, just sent me something today. It was a 4-day cruise on Celebrity Reflection for July. You'll be proud of me. I didn't book it, but yeah, they did send me something. It was tough not to book it. I've never been on Celebrity, so if I can go on this Celebrity, I had to pay port charges and taxes, which came to like $150. So if I could have got a 4-day cruise on Celebrity just to see what it's like, I think that would be fine. Pete is in the house. Welcome in. No, I didn't book it. I probably won't because I have one already in that month. I have a birthday cruise. So I don't know. We're not going to go back to last night because, yeah, I'm supposed to be having an intervention. Drunken Chef Barbecue, welcome in. What up? Tapping in to show support. Appreciate it, Drunken Chef and Little Chef. So let me go over here and make sure Instagram. Lawn Lifters, welcome in on Lawn Lifters side. Marion, welcome in. And Denise joined in on the Instagram side. I was a little late. I didn't have it pulled up. I didn't have it pulled up in time, so I didn't see them, but they popped in over here on the Instagram side. I can't really see who's in on the Instagram side. I see there's like one person there, so I can't really see who it is. But if you type something, I will try to catch that. We are not the ones, Bill. No, you're not the ones. Cruz Bolero, welcome in. Appreciate you being in here. And Drunken Chef says, please remember to hit that like and share this out if you haven't already done so. Thank you. We appreciate it. And it's Marion. Welcome in, Lawn Lifters. Appreciate you being in here. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. I haven't heard anything. I'm waiting for you to drop your next cruise. When the next time you're going on a cruise? You always seem to wind up on my cruises on Lawn Lifters for whatever reason. I don't know. It's just fate, I guess. So let's see. Kimberly Lavelle. Hello, welcome in, Kimberly. I'm looking. I am looking. February 14th. People, if you don't know, Controversial Cruise and Carnival Cruise Addicts and some other ones are looking at having a cruise. Not an official group cruise. I forgot what they called it yesterday, but February 14th, 2027, not 26, 2027. It would be nice. It got me thinking about it. I don't have anything booked for 2027. I think my daughter wants to go to Disney World or a Disney cruise that year. So hopefully it's not that week. Hopefully not, but that is the plan. I think I will do that because I do want to meet, all the people that are in here right now. Will G, welcome in. Appreciate it. Driving in, listening. Thank you. Vicky says, Foodie's Vacation says, I might do that non-group cruise too. Yes. And hopefully people can get deals on it and all that other good stuff. So I think it would be a good way to meet people. Let me see. I have my notes pulled up here. There we go. Let's see what my notes say. All right. The first thing first of all, I'm going to say if you want to go live or if you're thinking about it. Some people don't want to go live. When I first started, I didn't want to go live. I didn't want to show my face. I didn't want to use my voice. So beginning my first videos, nobody knew who Armstrong Adventures was. I was just walking around the ship filming, and I didn't even put music over it. Somebody told me that, yeah, this was a nice video. You know what would have made it better? Sound. So ever since then, I started putting music like in my videos. And a little while after that, I learned how to do voiceovers. So I started doing voiceovers. This is in the videos. So I never wanted to show my face. I never wanted people to hear my voice. I met a young man named Z, who did it seemed like he went on every day. Z Cruise Show, Z Cruise Show and something gaming. It's something like that. I don't know the name. Everybody knows Z. You know who Z is. Z, if you're listening, hope you're feeling well. He would go live, and there weren't a lot of people in the live, and he invited people up. So I came up, and I started becoming a regular on that show, just going up there and getting my feet wet as far as going live. So what I would tell everybody out there, if you're thinking about going live, just do it. I'm going to give you steps that maybe you should think about, or if I wish somebody would have told me this right before I started going live, like a list of what to do as far as getting ready to go live. But it was kind of like a baptism by fire when going on with Z, because you never knew what was going to happen. I didn't know what a troll was. I mean, it was just a lot of things went on that I learned about, but it was just by doing, and guess what? No matter what happened, I survived. So that is the main thing. Just do it. Be like Nike. Just do it. And this is where it's different for everybody, but I like having a live where I have a topic. Some people go live and it's like random, whatever's in the chat that's what we're going to talk about. I like having a topic. Now, more than likely, the chat is going to drive you off that topic eventually. But if you have a topic, one of the things that you don't want with lives is dead airspace. And I'm going to talk about that real quick. Dead airspace. Let me go try to catch up on the chat real quick. Make sure I'm not missing anybody. And guys, if you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button for me. I appreciate it. 22 people are in here. Dark Theme, welcome in. Appreciate you being in here. Everybody saying hi. Okay, I think I'm caught up. Dead air. Dead air is that space where you're not really saying anything. You're not. Big Family Expedition, welcome in. It's just you're just there. Whether my biggest fear going live, believe it or not, and it still is a fear, even though it doesn't matter. If you go back to my earlier lives, I would go live, nobody would be in the chat, and guess what? I wasn't saying anything. Now that's fine for the live, but what about the people that come back to watch your live on replay? They click on your live, and the first 2 minutes is basically nothing. You looking down, you looking around. That's what they're going to see, people, unless you edit it out. That's what they're going to see. How long do you think somebody who doesn't know you is going to watch you do nothing? Probably not that long. Probably. And it took me a while to realize that. And I started talking, as soon as I go live, I start talking. It sounds crazy. I may see a 0 up in the corner. Nobody's in there. And I will start talking. And talking about the weather, talking about welcome people in. Nobody's even in there. Thanks for showing up. Nobody's in there, but I'm still talking. Why? Because I don't want that dead space. and the dead air. It gives, opportunity for trolls to pop in. And luckily, like trolls, knock on wood, I haven't had too many problems with trolls, but I have a couple of good moderators that they take care of me. I don't worry about trolls. Trolls, they come in, they do what they do, they say what they say. It really doesn't matter. You can't let that throw you off your game either. So some of it's fun. It's like, I really want to say thank you, and thank you for the watch time. Thank you for watching the commercials, whatever it is. Thank you. As long as they're not singling people out, they're not calling names and things like that. I really don't have a problem with them. But my moderators, they do a really great job. I would suggest that if you're going to think about going live, find a few people that you trust. I actually, the one of the problems with having moderators, they can block people from your channel. And believe it or not, if, let's say, here, Mommy Millionaire, Jennifer, my daughter, she's in here taking notes. She's actually why I'm doing this, because she wants to go live. But like I would make her a moderator, because I know she would have my best interest. I had a moderator one time, and that moderator had a problem with somebody else. And when the person they had a problem with came to my channel, they blocked them. I don't have a problem with them. Just because you have a problem with them doesn't mean I have a problem with them. So now imagine this, the person has problems with 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 people. Well, he's blocking people from my channel. So you got to be careful. I'm a moderator for a few channels, and there are people that maybe I don't like, or maybe there's a few people out here that block me on their channel. If I'm moderating on somebody else's channel and they come in, I'm not going to block them. Anyway, you have people like that. So you have to be careful as far as having moderators, but having moderators really helps out. Like right now, I'm falling behind in the chat. I don't know who's in the chat right now. I don't know who came in. And this is where your moderators come in, because they're watching that for me. They're watching. I'm up here trying to look at the camera and talk to you. They're watching the chat to protect me. So I wouldn't have a whole lot, but I would have people that that are going to be there, and they're not going to be there every day. They're not being paid for, at least on my channel. They're not being paid. So just so they know that if they come in and see somebody that should be blocked, banned, put in timeout, whatever, call me and let me know what's going on. That's all I need. And you can't let it upset you. Like right now, if somebody came, I can't mess up this live because of somebody else. So that's YouTube drama. It is. It's all out there in the streets. I'm blocked on channels. I guess I don't know. I said the wrong thing. I don't know. You have to ask them why I'm blocked. Let's see. I like and put in time. They do. Uncle Dave, they have the little timeout, put them out timeout for 300 seconds or whatever. They have the little timeout. Getting back to my lives, I like to have a topic. Can I go live and just talk about anything? Yes. When I was trying to get my watch hours, I went live 2 or 3 times a day, had nothing to talk about. I would come on here, chit chat, talk about cruising. Somebody would come in and mention something, and I would just run my mouth. And I just, for an introvert, I like to talk a lot, and which doesn't make sense. But I kind of like talking to myself, and here it's like talking to yourself, because you can't hear anybody else. I'm reading this, I hear the voices. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. So I hear the voices in the chat, but you really don't hear anything. So I like having a topic to talk about, because it makes it a lot easier for me to go ahead. And with that is, well, let me go back. So you want to get on air. Well, how do you do it? Probably the easiest way is to use YouTube. But YouTube has stipulations as far as 50 subscribers and probably how many watch hours and no strikes and all this other stuff. Dark thing, I would say the same thing. I want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. no. But it doesn't matter. Everybody's not going to like you. Everybody's not going to like, I'm not going to like everybody. They're not going to like me. I don't, that doesn't bother me. That doesn't bother me. If I say something that they don't like, I mean, that's their right. I mean, it is what it is. So anyway, where was that? Right platform. So YouTube is probably the easiest. And if you ever see me go live, like on a cruise ship, a lot of times I use YouTube and I use the vertical. I use the vertical. When you go live in vertical mode, it puts you on YouTube. It puts you. Grandma says she hears the voices too. Grandma, we got to watch out for that. It puts you in the shorts algorithm, and with the short algorithm, it puts you out there and as what I like to call the crazies, and it's people who just looking just to troll. But you do reach a lot of people will see you on a cruise ship. There's a lot of people that love seeing people on cruise ships, on Instagram, on TikTok, on YouTube Live. They like to see you on a cruise ship. So people that normally wouldn't see you get to see you. I should have. I mean, I'm not going to go into today, but if you go into your studios, you can see how many people see you from YouTube Shorts, from your live streams, and from your videos. I mean, you can see the numbers. A ton of people. And if you've been into my live streams before, there hasn't really been a ton of trolls in there, as I talk up a troll probably. Najuma Brown, welcome in. Thank you, Najuma, for being one of the strong members. So choosing your platform. I use StreamYard because it's what I'm familiar with, but you have like the OBS and Streamlab and all these other ones. One I used to like was EV Max. I think it's EVMUX. The guy from the company said they call it Max. Most people say Mux, but I like that one. But find something that you're comfortable with and become good at it. And what I used to do was middle of the night, I would go live, and because I didn't want to go, you can go like private or unlisted. However, I want to go live to see what it's like when you hit live. Certain things are activated. Certain buttons work. I want to see how it was live. So I would go. It was 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. I was trying to get watch hours, but I was really just trying to learn how to go live. So I would go live, and believe it or not, when you go live, people show up. It was, 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm going live just to test some software, and people are popping in. And next thing you know, we're having a full-blown conversation about cruising, about the weather, about anything. It's about everything but me practicing my stuff. But they would come in, and then I would learn how to, hey, do you mind if I bring you up, or if I send you an invite and come up? And no, I don't mind. So then I would send them an invite. Now I can see what it's like to have somebody else on stage with me. How do I send an invite out to somebody? How do I bring them on the stage? These are things that are all practiced while going live. Now I don't do it during the show like this. I'm not doing it now. TJ's Destinations, welcome in. Are you home yet, or are you still on the cruise, on the birthday celebration cruise? TJ's he's got some lives out there, and he's on, I believe, Instagram is really dropping a lot of Instagram what do they call them, reels. So food, yes, Vicky. Somebody is always up. Uncle Dave was one of those late night chats. Oh, I remember those late night chats. 20 or 30 people deep at 2. It was crazy. But it allowed me to work on things without like actually being live on my show, because one of the things that I believe, like YouTube, and I'm talking about YouTube mostly because we're here, and that's why most of us are on YouTube. Will G was there. Yeah, Will G was there. It's with YouTube, I think it matters. I think your topics matter, because they want to find out what niche to put you in. And even like this live right here, I had second thoughts about doing this live right now, because when you look at this live, it's about streaming, about live streaming. I'm a cruiser. My topic is cruising, and when you watch cruising videos, go to any cruising channel, look at their cruising videos, and then when they do like a land vacation or they do almost anything else, look at how low the views are, because YouTube doesn't know where to put them. It's like, well, he's cruising, but no, this is not a cruise video. What to do? And it feels like it just gets lost. It gets lost in the algorithm. So like this one, probably, other than people that come in here, it may not get pushed out. It may not. But I try to stick to cruising and cruise related topics. And even Scott was really good as far as even like your videos. When you download a video, name your video so it reflects the video. Name the video so it reflects the video. So if I'm putting up like the video I put up earlier, I just had a premiere. If you haven't watched it, go back and watch it. It was the Nassau Bahamas. The name of that video on my end when I upload it is like Carnival Mardi Gras, Nassau Bahamas. They know exactly what group to put that in. I mean, it's a cruise video. I mean, so it's instead of a video named XYZ5421.mov, change the name. And I actually saw a video today, or I didn't click on it, but I saw it on YouTube where somebody was talking about that exact same thing. So make sure, but now we're getting out of the streaming, but that's more of the video. So just choose your right platform. The equipment that you use, you don't need the best equipment out there. I mean, a lot of people think, oh, I got to buy the nice camera, this, that, and the other. You really don't. I had an old laptop that worked for the live stream, but it didn't work for editing. So I had to buy a new laptop a couple of years ago when I started getting deeper into editing. But a lot of people do it on their cell phones. And matter of fact, when I first started, I did everything on my cell phone. I edited my videos. I used InShot. I edited my videos. And when I did go live, I started going live on my phone. Then I got a laptop, so it made it a lot easier. The lives on the phones, you were able to be mobile and do it. So like a lot of times you'll see me on a cruise ship. I'll be live on my phone, and it doesn't have to be the best phone. Try to make it steady as possible. Try to get good lighting. I mean, I always work on my lighting. I mean, if I showed you around right now, I have a couple of lights like on both sides right now, because I don't want the lights like right in front of me, because whoops, see that glare right there? I'm trying to work on so it's not a glare. And I'm doing that mostly I want to start doing like sit down in front of the computer and do videos as far as 10 tips to make your cruising life better or something like that. But have fix up the background, have a better background, but work on the lighting, and it's just like the small things. The audio, you don't want to be too far away from the mic. I have a mic right here. I think I want to go to one that I can put up like right here someplace to use, but I play around with it and see which one is better. Because when people have a good picture, I try to make sure I clean my lens right before I go live to make sure I don't have a thumbprint on it or something or whatever, or dust, and try to make sure, because people want to see a clear picture and they want good audio. Your friends will want to watch anything, but other people they want quality. I'm not gonna say the best quality, and I'm not saying get a Nikon brand camera and all. No, I'm not saying that, but they want quality. Before you go live, like, even though I came down here about 5:15, I had a premiere right before this video. So I'm setting up the premiere, but I'm setting up my live at the same time, because if I had waited to the last minute, I would have forgot something. I would have not gone live in time. I would have not done this, not done that. Give yourself time and set it up. It's not that difficult. Where am I at here? It's not that difficult, but just try not to rush. You know, you don't want to. My live starts at 9. When it's 9:05, 9:10, where are they at? Oh, I'm coming. I'm coming. You don't want that. You know, try to be on time, because you want to be consistent. You want, I mean, and it's not so much for the regular viewers, it's for the new viewers. I what was it? I think most of my views come from non-subscribed people. So let's say 40% are subscribers, 60% are non-subscribers. The subscribers, I'm assuming I have. It's the 60% that I want to get. So when they see this live, I want them to like click on, oh, I was interested. Oh, I agree. Or I want them to want to come back and join this channel. And it may take a while. It may people that are just flicking through channels, they don't subscribe right away. You know, if we go to Tuber Chat and you're trying to meet people like that, yeah, they might come over, watch a video, and subscribe. But people that are really like interested in cruising videos, they may not click the subscribe right away. So you're gonna have to earn their click of the button. And if you have poor audio, poor visuals, poor setup, not on time, do you think you're gonna get? Oh yeah, well I got to make sure I come back next week to see Banter with Bill. TJ says, so far I have 7 videos from this cruise to edit. Yeah, you get a ton of them. Subject matters play an important role in attracting viewers. It does, Dark Theme. Will, welcome in. And a prime example of that is like Scott does something, Controversial Cruising does something that amazes me, is that he has people come and watch cruising videos, but they also come over for Match Game. Match Game is like as far away from cruising videos as you want to get. But he has people coming over, and it's like a cross. Usually they don't cross over. But Scott works hard to get that content out there. He doesn't just show up. He works hard at doing that. You know, people, I want to be like Scott. I want to be like, do you really want to be like Scott? Because Scott is working like 7 days a week, 10 hours a day on YouTube and still working regular jobs. So do you really want to be like Scott? Because he puts in a ton of work. Be prepared. You know, my thing is, if you don't want to get flustered, just be prepared. If you're prepared, somebody said the other day, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. So if you get ready, I'm going to go back to Foodie for a second. Vicky, when I had a problem with Wi-Fi, you know what I do now? I keep my phone right here. And if my Wi-Fi goes out, I click right over to Bluetooth or hotspot, and I use my hotspot, and I go live that way. Because I had it happen to me. It's like, well, what do I do? I'm not live. Oh no! I had to learn, and that would be my suggestion to you. If you have hotspot on your phone, I have a hotspot. So for me, like right now, if my power went out, give me a couple of seconds. I'm gonna click over to my hotspot, and we'll keep the show going. But you could see how that could frustrate somebody if you've never been through that before. One of the most important things, as far as any video, any live, anything, is trying to create a thumbnail and a title. I'm trying to get better with my thumbnails, and I was in a little group last night. We were talking about like titles, and I could, if I type a title, and this is for live streams, 25 people in here now, but this is going out to a lot of other people, who I don't know who's in here and things like that, but people are clicking on this for the first time. And if I put a title up live stream, if I put a title up testing, people may not click on that. Keys to a great live stream. people might click on that. And I'm not talking about like just today. I'm talking about tomorrow. I'm talking about next week. I'm talking about 5 weeks from now when that person who just started YouTube wants to go live and they want tips to go live. Maybe they click on the video. Maybe I have a new follower. You know, God bless you. All you guys that come in every week, I love you guys. But it's about growing, and you have to reach out to other people. So those titles mean something. Those thumbnails mean something. And I was just talking about that last night. And you could add, like, you know, the Nassau video that I just had, I could have named it better. I probably could have did a better thumbnail. But it comes with practice, and that's just like the lives. It comes with practice. Ask grandma as far as her lives, her game that she plays on her channel. She didn't just wake up one night. Oh, you know what? I think I'm going to do this, and everything went right away. It takes work. Darian, welcome in. Darian, appreciate you coming in here. Yeah, Darren, I couldn't make it. They're having a meetup down in Helen, and I saw Sherry and Danny, Destination Fun. They were at a Buc-ee's, so I'm assuming they were heading down there or down there already. Vicky says, I agree. I have ghosted my lives. Then a subscribe shows up. Yeah. I mean, you don't know. You don't know who's watching. And will they come back? And I've had people, come up to me like on ships. Oh, I watch your videos. I have no idea who they are. They didn't say anything. They probably didn't subscribe. Did they leave a comment? Maybe, but you never know. You never know. Will G says, I think a lot of them don't have YouTube accounts. Yes, and that's a possibility too. Just because somebody's on YouTube doesn't mean they have a YouTube account. A lot of people, or you'll see somebody who has an account but no videos. Every time you see an account with no videos, doesn't mean that they're trolls or anything like that. I would keep an eye on them now, but some people they don't post anything. And Scott is in every live though. He's in every live. He's the busiest man out there, but it doesn't come overnight. He has to work at that. And live streaming is work. If you want to grow, I mean, some people, hats off to the people that go live every day. Vicky going live, pretty much all throughout the week. Hats off. I couldn't do it every day because I just, you're very, I don't know, talkable. I don't know what it would. I would run out of things to say, and I would have a ton of dead air. Or I would just start talking nonsense. But you have your, the group cruises coming up, and who's going live, and all this other good stuff on top of your topics for the day. And I don't know if I could do that 5 days. So hats off to anybody who goes live five times a week. I just couldn't do it, and I always do look at you guys. When I was trying to get watch hours, I was doing stuff like that. But as I said, I was just rambling. Uncle Dave says, sounds like playing the long game to reach out to people and keep them coming back. Well, that's the goal. That's the goal. YouTube is a long-term game. If I got to be careful what I say here, because this is, I think, what gets me in trouble. It's not a short-term game. You can get 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. You could do it in a couple of months. It's not the right way, and nobody's watching your channel. And for me, I want people to watch my channel. So if I only gain 2 or 3, 4 or 5, 10 subscribers a week, I'm happy. If I got 10, I'm doing pretty good. I did put some airplane videos on a beach where planes are flying over my head. And if you have videos like that and they get a lot of views, you'll get a ton of people subscribing. Those people aren't subscribing to a cruise channel. I don't know what they're subscribing to, but they'll hit subscribe. So you'll pick up subscribers that way. More than likely, they're not cruisers. They're not going to do anything for me. So I don't like putting a whole lot of videos like that, but I know with some of the cruise ships, they stop in Saint Martin, and cruise ships go there. So that's why I put those videos up like that. But I try to put up like pictures, videos of the shows, shorts of the shows. So yeah, it might get 2,000 views, but generally, if when you look at the title, it's the, Voodoo Moon from Carnival Mardi Gras. You know that it's coming from a cruise ship. So that's why I do that. But if you want to just get subscribers, you can go do shorts. You can go different places and buy. But nobody's watching your channel, so who cares? I don't make money by how many subscribers I get. I make money by the people that come back and watch my commercials, people that send super chats, people that join my membership. People, that's how I get money. And where the real money is going to be, well, for me, would be like when all my videos start getting 2, 3, 4, 5,000 views, 10,000 views, and I have people that come back every week. And oh, by the way, I want to do a group cruise. Here's 30 people that want to go do a group cruise with me. That's how you make money, on the YouTube streets here, not by getting a 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. It's not how you get money. That gives you the opportunity to get money, but that's not how you get money. Grandma's house, 94% of my viewers don't subscribe. You'll be surprised. There's a ton of them. It varies. Mine is usually right around 60-40, but it varies. Will G says, only created an account about 3 years ago. I created an account. It's crazy. If you look at my account, I've had my account since 2009. 2009, Detroit used to have, how New York drops the Big Apple on New Year's Eve. Detroit had it where they dropped the D. So they had a D they would drop. And I had a short video on my phone or something. And in 2009, I posted it to YouTube, really just to see what it was like to post to YouTube, because I never did before. So it looks like I created my account back in 2009 when it was like really about 3 years ago. Antoinette at Fun, welcome in, my friend. On Controversial Cruising, who wouldn't sub to you, Grandma? Bradazza, welcome in. Good to see you back. Scott, there's a lot of people that they just don't subscribe until they get hooked, and then they come back and then they finally subscribe. Well, I'd be surprised. A lot of channels that most of your watches come from non-subscribers, and that's why when I tell you, as far as trying to communicate to people that are kind of like outside your group, that's what's so important about that, is because most of your subscribers, most of the people that watch you aren't subscribers. One thing that I want to start doing more of, and if you're just getting into streaming, this is for people, because I didn't know this. I didn't know. I really kind of just started doing it. Promote your live before you go live. When I first started, I would go like pop up live, pop up. Well, that's for people who are just happen to be on YouTube at the time. Like this live here, I put it out probably last week to give people a chance. Okay, well, on Thursday at 6 p.m., he's going to go live talking about YouTube. Okay, maybe I'll show up. Will it get more people? I don't know. It was 26 in here now. I thought it got up to like 28, 29. So I mean, I'm 2,000 subscribers. I'm not too mad about the numbers, but I want them to be better. I want to be 40, be 50. And I think if you promote your channel more, I'm not very good at, there's a few channels out here that want you to go, post your videos on their channel. Foodies, vacations. But some channels want you, Scott, Controversial Cruise, they want you to go to their YouTube page. They have YouTube pages just so you can interact with people. And that's important to get people to come watch your stuff and to come back and become part of your family. Make sure that you engage with the audience. And just like today, I put on, there's a question on this video. When you click on the video, it's the question is something like, have you ever live streamed before? I'll pull up hold on. Let me see exactly what the question is. Are you or have you ever done a live stream? Real simple question. But what it does is it gets people to interact with your channel. So your community page is a big part. It should be a big part of your live. With this, it's like, but I didn't really do it. I didn't do it well on this one because I just put this poll up there. But if I had put it up last week, people passing by the channel would have saw that and would have clicked on it. And now when they clicked on it, it's almost like they're invested in that live to see what other people are going to do. So like right now, are you or have you ever done a live stream? 65% said yes, 32% said no, and 3% says thinking about it. And I am surprised that it's only 3%. In a way, I'm surprised because a lot of you, we've been we've been around each other for a long time, so it's kind of, I haven't seen like a lot of new names in here. Not saying that they're not there because there are 29 people in the chat, but who's talking and things like that. So most of you guys have gone live or you are thinking about going live. Yeah, Chatty Vicky, Chatty. So talkable. Yeah, I couldn't. I mean, that wasn't the best choice of word. Talkable means you're personable. You have your communication skill. Angel, welcome in. Angel, I'm up here just trying to give the people what they want. That's Angel's catch line, by the way. Give the people what they want. And she has a group cruise coming up on Virgin Voyages. And I don't know if I'm going to make it, but I do want to do Virgin Voyages. And Angel would be a fun person to do that with. Dark Theme, some people like myself enjoy consuming content, not really interested in posting. But Dark Theme, you come back and you support, and that's people like you are what I'm aiming for when I do cruise videos. And whenever I do videos, I'm constantly thinking about how can I do them better. And I think by being more informative, which that's not, and I've been doing this for like 3 years now. And that's not what I do. I really just want to walk around and film what I see. But strangers, people that I don't know, they want to know about the ship. So when I go on the Carnival Luminosa at the end of this month, I'm going to try to point out the pluses, the pros of the Luminosa, Carnival Luminosa, and the cons of the Carnival Luminosa. And I think I get more. I'll get more viewers, not the regular people, because the regular people are going to show up anyway. Hopefully, fingers crossed. But people that are thinking about going, I'm bringing the ship over from Australia to Seattle to go to Alaska. So you don't think people that are going on an Alaskan cruise for the first time on a Luminosa want to know about the Luminosa, and they're going to want to know the latest information about the Luminosa. So I got to make sure I get out there in front and put the information out there. When I go live from the Luminosa, I got to let people know that I'm on the Luminosa right now. Do you have any questions? And people that I don't know, well, does it have a Guy's Burger on it? No, it does not. Does it have it? No, it does not. Does it? No, nothing. I'm sorry. I'm showing my bias towards the Luminosa. But people want to know that. And hopefully, I can remember going on, I think I was on an MSC cruise ship. I went live on TikTok. 1,500 people showed up. And I mean, just talking, and as far as I know, not a troll, not one troll showed up, but it was people like a Sellaway party. So I do try to go into do a live Sellaway party. Ken Goes Cruising, welcome in. Ken Goes Cruising, going live once a month is enough. And yes, I'm starting to think, Ken, that maybe I want to do like twice a month. Maybe not every week, but I don't know. Everybody saying hi. Angel saying hi to Pete. I completely agree. So true. Big family expedition. Foodie, your Maho beach shorts are freaking awesome. Yes, but the problem is it got me subscribers. I mean, it got me I 200 or 300 subscribers. It got me subscribers. How many people are going to come back and actually watch my cruising videos though, Vicky? And that's where people you, if you looked in I did the video that I just did, or yeah, the not stop video, in there you'll see the video screen where you see the shark coming through the screen and biting, and you see the squid, the giant squid. I could have made those shorts, and people probably would have watched them, but would it have given me like empty subscribers? So eventually, you may see them as shorts, but I want to make sure that I make it where the cruise community are the ones giving me the views. I don't need 100,000 views. I mean, it'd be nice. Short term, it would be nice. Shorts don't make that much money, but short term, it would be nice. I want steady. I want steady stream of people that come here for the lives, and that's what Scott and I, try to do when we do our lives. And we kind of hate missing a week because people can get fickle. People can get fickle, and like, oh, it's Thursday. Bill's not on. Oh well, and they forget about you. And we don't want that to happen. We want you coming back. Every Wednesday at 7 p.m. We want you coming back. Every Thursday at 6 p.m. Thursday at 7 p.m. for Thursday, 8 p.m. for the match game on Fridays. Those are our time slots. We want you to come. That you don't go anywhere else. Come here and watch us. That's what we want. But that comes into the planning phase. Let me try to catch up with the chat. Another thing, when you're doing lives, try not to get too far behind in the chat, because it's nothing worse than seeing a comment and have no idea what they're talking about. Eastside Dad, welcome in, my friend. Eastside Dad is a good example. He does gaming, and he does I forget the kind of games they're called, but where he's trying to start a generator up, and the monsters are trying to get him. And anyway, he doesn't even know that. I just go there and watch him try to beat people, and he's cracking jokes while he does it. But he doesn't even know. I'm not a gamer. I mean, I do play games every now and then, but I'm not really a gamer. But he makes it fun to watch him play the game, and that's how I know Eastside Dad. Scott said, see, look at Scott. Look at my moderator. This is why you like good mods. He's dropping my Instagram. Thank you. Nelly, welcome in. I won't lie. I watch a lot of vids before I subscribe. I'm kind of the same way. Very rarely. I mean, you have to kind of blow me away for me to like to hit the subscribe button right away. And subscribing and not watching, that's another one that just doesn't do you any good. I did not know about subscribing before coming into live streams in 2022. Yeah, people, and it probably looks strange, even on like the video I premiered right before here. It was a premiere that it started at 5:45. When you first came in there were like 11 views and 10 likes, which one of my members didn't like it. So that I'm let me find out who that. No, just kidding. But they're like, how did he get 10 likes and 11 views before the video was even premiered? I premiered it to my members first. And that's how I did an early preview for the members only. So that's how you did it. But some people, they come up there and they're getting subscribers and everything right before it's how did you do that? Trish the Natural, welcome in. Appreciate you being in here. Having a schedule is really good for people to know when you're going to be there. Yes. And I'm torn as far as the schedule. I think my schedule right now, I think I'm a little early, but I don't like going too late either. So I don't know. I every now and then I think about changing my live time. And videos, I used to do those on Mondays, but that would be a Monday. Okay, so now at 5 o'clock Monday, I got to make sure I'm by computer. And then on Thursday, I got to make sure I'm at a computer. And Wednesday, I got to make sure I'm at a computer. That's why I usually try to premiere my videos now right before I go live. So now it's one less day that I have to commit. Now I may still do YouTube stuff, but I don't have to commit. So yeah, having a schedule, but people know where you're at. Oh, it's Wednesday at 8 o'clock. Internet Fun is on. Monday, you got Monday Mood Check with Elisa. I mean, you just kind of know when people are going live, and it's a great thing to do if you can do that. If some people work, they can't have a schedule. They don't know I might not make it home in time. It's a lot easier for me because I'm retired, and it's like I just have to commit to it. Mona, welcome in. Thank you for being a strong member, part of the strong crew. Late to the party, you are never late. The party goes on and on till the break of dawn. I gotta learn the words to these songs. Traveling with Tinkerbell, welcome in, Tinkerbell. Thank you for being in here. Traveling with Tinkerbell, she's another one. She goes live on Wednesdays across the waves. But that's what she's going live then. So you're looking for cruise content, on Wednesdays, 8 o'clock, that's where you'd be. Her, Keith, and Jafty. I'm not really familiar with Jafty too much, but they go live. Or is it Tinkerbell? Is it Wednesday or Thursday? It had to be Thursday, because then I just watch people. I'm losing my mind too. I watch so many videos, and I go to live streams and watch the replays, and I don't know what day it is. So anyway, I believe it's Thursday or Wednesdays. No. Yes, Wednesdays. Angel. See, this is what I'm talking about. Angel. Oh, thank you for. I wish you could make it. I haven't know what she's talking about because I'm talking about going on the cruise. Ghost 2, and they're watching. Let's see. Hello, everybody. Keisha saying hello. Thank you, Keisha. Everybody's welcome. And I'm behind, but my moderators are welcome everybody in. Thank you, guys. You guys are the best. You guys are the best. Scott says no Thirsty Thursday tonight. Lissette, welcome in. Appreciate you being in here. Someone fat fingered it, Bill. Vicky says, I don't know about anyone else, but I click on the related video if I like the short. I do too. And I started putting those up there. That's an important I think that's an important tool. But that's another thing that we could talk about one of these days. But it almost delays me putting out my shorts until I have a long form video that I can tie to that short. I messed up with those airplane videos. I went back and added it to it, but with those airplane videos that got 15,000 views, I had a video attached to it, but it had nothing to do with Maho Beach. So now I went back and attached it to Maho Beach, so now people can see the long form of that video where those planes came from. Just not 100%, Keisha. I want to really be 100% tomorrow. B Weezy Cool gifted a membership. Thank you, B Weezy Cool. And he's a moderator. He never says anything, but he's always watching my back. Thank you, B Weezy Cool Billy. For those that don't know, that's my son. And you're gonna get sick and tired of us. You're gonna get sick and tired of us on this Carnival Luminosa. You're gonna hate it. Well, we're going live all the time. I'm trying to catch up to see. Scrolls Nest. Randy got the membership. Okay. I don't know why it doesn't show up in StreamYard as far as who gets the memberships. But thank you so much, B Weezy. Ken says, sorry, Bill, midnight. Ken, get some rest. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Life with Tanisha. I've been listening, just finished walking, and about to go start dinner. Nice. Kimberly says, thanks. Congratulations, Randy. And this is, as I said, this is another reason why it's great to have moderators, because I'm sure that if I had not acknowledged that Be Weezy Cool dropped a membership or whatever, I would have been getting a call. I would have been getting a text. Hey, don't forget somebody did this, to let me know, or if I make too big of a mistake. Dark Thing, we've all been privileged to attend Bill's social media master. No, it's not a master. Thank you so much, Dark Thing. No, but it's not. It's not a master class, but it's a class of what I think people should know. And the biggest thing is go do it. Just get out there and do it. And I skipped over something I wanted to talk about real quick. Oh, there we go. Tinkerbell. I go live Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern time and Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Yes, okay. And for me, they talk cruising. So even if I don't say anything in the chat, I just listen to them. And I think yesterday they were talking about the Port of Tampa, which I like the Port of Tampa. I know most of you are like, Port of Tampa, that's not a port. It is a port. And MSC stops at Miami. If you leave out of New York, their first stop is Miami. Port of Tampa. And if you've ever been to the Tampa area and that port, it's a great area just to hang out for the day. Matter of fact, that's where I first met Scott. We went down there and we were having a meetup down that way, meeting Destination Fun, and Scott and I we met up down there. So great port. Try to catch up in the chat again. Oh, see, Scrolls Nest is in the house. Thank you, Scrolls Nest, for being the brand new member of the Strong Crew. My son gifted that to you. It would be nice. Well, I guess it wouldn't, because people if they would always pick their friends. So I guess it is kind of nice that it's random. Nelly says, I got gifted a membership too. Thank you. I think that was Embarkation Nation from last week, I believe. Tampa, I think it's I wish they didn't have the bridge there where larger ships could go in there. I think Tampa is a great port to leave out of. I think it's a great port to leave out of. Let me make sure that you're always constantly looking. I keep a monitor on. Oh, well, I say a monitor. I keep my TV on right here, turned down low or whatever, just so I can see that the laptop that I have right now, it will pause. I probably need more RAM. I'm getting a new laptop. Let's not worry about that. But I watch so I can see what you guys see. So when I look up, if that screen goes blank, even though I still see myself here on StreamYard, I know I'm having a problem. Something's wrong. Something's wrong. So I always if you can, keep a monitor on it. Like when I'm on a cruise ship and using my phone, I can't do it. I have one device. Usually I can't do it, so I don't know. And that's why am I live? You still see me? Can you hear me? Well, that's why, because you can't see it. Mona says, whoops. Mona says, yes, need to get rid of that bridge. I don't think the people in Tampa would like that too much, but yes, I would like them to get rid of that bridge. So I'm going to get ready to end this topic right now. And I'm going to go back. If you have not answered the poll question, when you came in, you should have saw a poll question. Go answer that real quick, because I'm about to close that out. If you have not liked this live, please go back and like the live. If you're new to the channel and you like talk like this as far as streaming and YouTube, but mostly I am a cruising channel. And, if you have questions about cruising, let me know. Especially Banter with Bill. Usually I'm going to have a topic for this one to talk about cruising. But come to, hey, Nikki, what up, though? Come Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern time. Myself and Controversial Cruising, Scott. We do Cruise Talk Live, and we talk about just talk about cruising and different aspects of cruising, the good, the bad, the ugly. And for whatever reason, Scott and I, a lot of things we may not agree on. Uh, I'm not gonna say hate because hate is such a strong word. He disliked the Carnival Paradise, and I thought it was a fine ship as long as you got it for a good price. I wouldn't overpay for a Carnival Paradise, but as long as you got it for a good price, what up, though? I enjoyed it, but I'm at that age now where I like just cruising because me and my son were talking about this. He thinks he's going to be bored. We have like nine or 10 straight days of sea days when we leave from Australia before we get to Japan. And if you've ever been on Luminosa, there's not a lot to do on a Luminosa. There's no roller coasters. There's no 5 theaters. So what you're going to have is trivia. You're going to have probably some afternoon comedy shows. And hopefully they have a naturalist on board to talk about Japan and the trip and the trip to Japan or through the Pacific as far as what we might see as far as wildlife. So hopefully we get a talk as far as Japan, maybe even a class or two to learn a couple of phrases in Japanese. So, I mean, that's what we're going to be doing. And it's not going to be the most fun, but for me, I'm going to make the most out of it. Will G, have a great day. Thank you for stopping by. Keisha, was that you? As you said that you were so busy that you forgot to like it. Make sure everyone likes the live stream. Bill needs more thumbs up. More thumbs up. You can never have too many thumbs up. So with that, my call to action, because you have a game plan and you always your videos, whether it's your videos, whether it's your live streams, your shorts, whatever, your TikTok, call to action. People don't do it on purpose, but unless you tell them to do something, they may not do it. So in other words, I'm asking for the thumbs up. I just hit the thumbs up for my own live. Sometimes you just don't think about it. You're into the live so much. And I don't know how many times I'm watching a video on TV and it goes off. And then I'm like, oh, shoot, I didn't like it. So then I got to go back into the video and hit the like button. So you always want to end with a call to action. And my call to action is basically, if you like this live, make sure you like it, hit subscribe, join the channel if you like. We always like more people in the strong crew. But one thing that I want you guys to take out of this live is if you're thinking about going live, and let me end this poll right now. I'm gonna end the poll. There's been 36 vote cast. 61% said yes, they have done. They're thinking about doing a live or have done a live. 61%. 33% said no, and 6% said just thinking about it. So not bad. I actually thought that there would be more people thinking about going live, but maybe in due time. But anyway, call to action. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, and make sure you come back next week. Banter with Bill is every Thursday at 6 p.m. No Thirsty Thursday tonight. And then Cruise Talk Live is every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern time, where Scott and I we get into some pretty good topics. So Keisha says, thanks, Bill. I need to make more actions toward committing to doing more consistent and regular live streams. Yes. Randy, there's no excuse. And Randy, that if you go, because Randy was one of my late night viewers, whenever you go live, just let me know. I'll be there. I'll be there. And that's for anybody. Anybody in this live, anybody who's thinking about going live, anybody that if you have a question for me about going live, if you want me to come on your live, just reach out to me. Give me some dates, because the days I tell you that I'm busy as far as doing my own, and then when I'm traveling, I may not be able to make it, but just let me know if you have any questions, Scott or anybody. We love answering questions. We love doing it. I mean, that's kind of why we go live every week, because we like the interaction with people and seeing the new cruisers that want to cruise, to see people that have questions. And I've done the Trans-Pacific cruise a few times, but not this time. I'm going to actually try to show you what it's like. See, like, I can't. It got really dark. My lighting has not changed, but it might be because I'm moving too close to the camera. But anyway, to show you what it's like. Is it boring? And I'm gonna go live. I bought the internet package. I told you $690, something like that, for the internet package. So I'm trying to go live every day, even if it's just for a few minutes, to just talk about what's going on that day. And the videos will be about that too, as far as how did I keep myself entertained for 9 sea days on the Luminosa. This putt golf, the swimming pool. They do have an outside heated swimming pool on that ship. As far as I know, that's the only heated pool on a Carnival ship, as far as I know. Maybe they have it on another one, but I don't know. But yeah, if any questions, reach out to me. Social media. If you click on here and go to About page, it'll tell you it'll have a Linktree account, and it'll give you my Instagram, my TikTok, my Facebook, my whatever. So thanks everybody for coming in. We are a little bit over 7:13, but they're not going live on Thursday, so who cares? Any questions before I sign off? I know you guys are good. You're ready to go start dinner or something like that. Again, thank you for coming in. Don't forget that if you have not watched the premiere video, me and Nassau on the Carnival Mardi Gras, go back and watch that video. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And that's my call to action. And I am going to get ready to get out of here. Bill is the man. You are, Scott. Thank you guys. And I will talk to you later. I am going to get out of here. Let me Scrowsness. At Scrowsness, hold on. What does Scrowsness say? I will let you know when I'm ready to go live. Okay, Scrowsness, yeah. Just let me know. Lovey's Fat Life. Welcome in. Lovey, I appreciate you being in here. We're just getting ready to get out of here, but thanks for stopping by. Yes, Vicky, yes. And we'll talk about that, Vicky. Or Vicky, you can you can talk about it, but I have not had a lot of crossover. I have not had a lot of crossover between the social media. So how well it works, but I haven't been doing it for a long time either. I promote like Facebook and TikTok, but I have not really been on TikTok that much, and Instagram. So I haven't done it that much. So we'll see. We'll see. Okay. But with that, I am going to get ready to get out of here. Thanks to everybody for coming in, and I will talk to you later. Bye. Make sure that you stay strong and embrace the journey. We are out of here. Dum 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 dum.